GOP proposal to oust Judge Boasberg sparks constitutional crisis. A Republican congressman has proposed a controversial resolution to remove U.S. District Judge James Boasberg, a decision that has the potential to ignite a major constitutional crisis. The resolution, introduced by Representative Andy Biggs from Arizona, seeks to bypass the traditional impeachment process, which requires a two-thirds vote in the Senate. If successful, the resolution could set a dangerous precedent, allowing Congress to remove judges they disagree with politically. The dispute. The conflict centers on Boasberg's decision to block the deportation of a group of Venezuelan men to El Salvador. On March 15, 2025, Boasberg issued a temporary restraining order, preventing the deportations until he had reviewed the facts of the case. This ruling came after the men had already been deported, which raised significant concerns for Boasberg about whether the Trump administration had violated his court order. In response, the judge expressed frustration over the Department of Justice's failure to provide answers, hinting that the administration might be in contempt of court. The legal and constitutional implications. In his resolution, Biggs accuses Boasberg of violating his oath of office by using his judicial authority to undermine the president's constitutional powers for political gain. The resolution argues that Boasberg's actions are a violation of good behavior as required by the U.S. Constitution, which stipulates that judges hold their positions based on their good conduct. Biggs claims that the judge's actions justify removal under this clause, circumventing the traditional impeachment route. While impeachment requires a substantial political process, with both the House of Representatives and the Senate involved, Biggs seeks to create a faster mechanism through a joint resolution that could be sponsored by the Senate. This move would bypass the established impeachment procedure, potentially leading to a fundamental shift in how judges are held accountable. Reactions and concerns. The proposal has drawn a sharp rebuke from legal experts and government officials. President Trump, following Boasberg's ruling, called for the judge's impeachment, echoing the sentiment of many Republicans who viewed the decision as a direct challenge to the president's authority. In contrast, Chief Justice John Roberts issued a rare public statement defending the judicial process, emphasizing that judicial disagreements should not lead to impeachment, but should be addressed through the normal appellate review process. Roberts's statement underscored the long-standing tradition of judicial independence in the U.S., stressing that impeachment is intended for situations of misconduct or serious malfeasance, not simply disagreements over rulings. What's at stake? If Biggs's resolution passes in both the House and Senate, it would likely face a legal challenge. It is improbable that the federal courts would endorse the idea of a judge being removed for a ruling that is politically contentious. Such a development could undermine the independence of the judiciary and severely alter the balance of power between the branches of government. The proposal is seen by many as an attempt to exert political influence over the judiciary, raising serious concerns about the long-term implications for the rule of law in the United States. Critics argue that if Congress can remove judges for political reasons, it would erode the essential checks and balances that have safeguarded the country's democracy for centuries. Next steps. For now, the resolution will continue to move through the legislative process. While it may pass in both the House and Senate, its future remains uncertain as it will almost certainly face a significant legal challenge. The outcome will likely have a profound impact on the relationship between the legislative and judicial branches of government, setting a dangerous precedent for the future.